Hello, my name is Chris Ryan. I'm CEO of Fusion Marketing Partners, and I'm going to talk to you today about our extremely important subject for B2B companies, that is strategic branding. Strategic branding is one of our 6 pillars for what we call unstoppable B2B revenue growth. We're going to cover the other 5 in future presentations, but let's jump right in and talk about why you need a differentiated and compelling brand promise. Now, the fact is, if you don't get this pillar right, you're going to be building the rest of your marketing on a very poor foundation. And a lot of companies take branding for granted. They've been, it's comfortable to them. They know the brand, and they know also that changing it or revising it is a very tough proposition. It takes time and expense, and it's easier just to go along with the status quo sometimes, even if it puts you in a weaker competitive position. And I disagree. But let's start with what is a brand. The brand simply is the perception of what customers believe that they will receive from you when they do business with you. Not only what you're selling, but the after service and so forth. And you've got to ask yourself, why do you provide the products and services like you do, that you do? Why does everyone that works at your company from the lowest to highest positions get out of bed and come to work every day? And if the answer is to get a paycheck, you've got an internal branding problem, and this is going to carry through to the wider audience. I like to think of a brand as a company's reason for being. That's why you're there. That's why you service customers and so forth. That's why you have the ability to make money doing what you do. And a brand can mean something different to customers, partners, and staff, and so forth. It's not unusual for us to ask executives to describe their brand and receive multiple answers to the same question. And if the brand doesn't make sense to your own leaders at your company, no one else is going to get the point. Not employees or anyone on the outside. You've got to gain consensus on exactly what your brand is, what your company stands for. Now, people think that a brand is basically a logo and a tagline. I've heard exactly that even from CEOs. And if you view your brand in this light, it's an oversimplification. It limits the power that a strong brand can yield. So here are some of the components that make up your brand strategy. First is, what are the specific words you use to describe your company's products and services? What's your tagline? What's your first level messaging? Like your value proposition, your about us statement on the website. What emotions, feelings, and perceptions are you trying to evoke to both internal and external audiences? What graphics do you use to represent your company, your products, your services? In terms of symbols, logos, colors, images, and so forth. And then finally, what outreach methods are you going to use to share your brand, both for educational purposes, promotional purposes, and also through social media? All those are important components. So what I consider some weak branding statements? Well, companies say we go above and beyond to take care of our customers. We have the lowest prices. Our service is the best in the industry. We offer tremendous value. We treat our clients' businesses like our own. And the fact is that companies who may purchase from you don't necessarily believe this because they haven't experienced. So it's so much wasted effort. Those are we consider substandard branding statements. But what constitutes a good brand? Here's 8 attributes. First, your brand is unique. What you claim cannot be stated by any other company. It's simply not a Me Too message. It's congruent. It is accepted by customers because it matches their experience once they purchased and used your products and services. Third attribute, connection. It creates an emotional bond with buyers by feeding their need for security, growth, connectedness, and so forth. Fourth, it's well-defined. It's clearly articulated. It's understood, and it's endorsed by executives, employees, and partners, as well as external audiences. Fifth, it's value-based. You're not considered a commodity where price is the primary reason customers buy from you. Sixth, it resonates. It's compelling, it's believable, and it's based on a thorough understanding of your prospects and what they care about. Number 7, it's balanced. It's neither so broad that it's unbelievable, or so tightly defined that it narrows your market reach. This is really very important to get just the right balance in your brand. And then finally, it's got a wow factor. Prospects see your brand statement and they say, wow, I need to learn more about that company or that product or service. Now, if you're still thinking about whether you need to prioritize your brand strategy, consider these statistics from the CEB Motista survey. It shows that a prospect that has a brand connection with a company is 5 times more likely to consider buying from you, 11 times more likely to actually purchase, and 30 times more likely to pay a premium price. That's critical. That's good stuff. That's good numbers. That's why you want your brand on your side. The next step for you, you can go to our website, fusionmarketingpartners.com, as you see /resources /brand scorecard, and take your own brand assessment. It's really quick. It'll give you a good overview of where you are in your branding today and what you might need to change. And then finally, here is, that's me right there and my contact information, what we do and what you get out of it. We'd love to have a conversation. If we can help you come up with a stronger, more well-defined and compelling brand promise, we'd love to do that. Look forward to talking to you and look forward to sharing more information on future videos.